I will. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Shea, and what my YouTube channel is about is I want to promote my group, the Guiding Light Protected Shelter, what you would call the Coven, and I also do got into Cartomancy. I'm still a beginner. I would like to try this out at least for a while. Cartomancy is reading from regular playing cards instead of tarots, and I have what I call a little party trick, which I will do at the end. So if you're not interested in watching me lay these cards, you could just go to the end and check out my little party trick. I want to apologize for the lighting. Seems like at this time of year it's my lighting is not so good, and electric light doesn't really make very much difference. So I'll just go ahead and lay the cards, which is the best way, and explain it as I go along. Like I say, Cartomancy is pretty much not exactly the same as tarot, but with playing cards there's similarities, there's also differences. So there are 9s and 3s, and the 9 and the 3 are both diamonds as well. 9s and 3s are growth and expansion. It means things are escalating, also growing, expansion in a good way, also positive things happening. They are both in diamonds as well, and diamonds is the coin or the letter, to do with information, getting news, information, a letter in the post or something. And nowadays it's more like a social media messaging, but it's also to do with money, value. It doesn't necessarily need to be financial value, anything that you value as well, like your health and happiness and friendships and stuff. So this growth and expansion, because both cards are diamonds as well, could be in that kind of area where things are moving forward financially, or something that is of value to you, or in some kind of conversations and news. And having said that, there is also the 8 of diamonds that has to do with conversations. The 8 of hearts, the 8s are always to do with conversations, bigger groups of people. There's a few picture cards, and it ends with the devil card. It's what I see right now, which is not such a good card. Yeah, and these two picture cards, are spades as well. So spades likes to put a spade in the works, I like to say, or goes against the grain, is kind of negative. All the other 3 suits, like I said, but the diamonds and stuff, hang themselves on a specific area of your life, and the spade is like a parasite. It just likes to hook itself onto whatever our other cards are in the reading. So if I start with the King of Spades, that is the criminal, the person, male rival, somebody who is wanting to, put a spade in the works, like I always say, very untrustworthy. I will be referring to my notes because I'm not very good at this. I'm just learning. Not that I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm still have to refer back to my notes sometimes. But the kings are usually somebody that you would turn to for advice, a fatherly figure, somebody who's very trustworthy and honest, and you look up to. But as I said about the spades are like the opposite, and so he's the criminal. He's mean and evil and would not be trustworthy. Not such a good card to have started on, but that makes it a very negative reading, and as I said, I'm going to land on the Devil card at the end, but because the 3 and the 8, well, 3 is the diamond, as I said, together with 9 is growth and expansion, which actually sounded like something good, but as I read, I usually then have to read the meaning of the actual card, and this diamond 3 is actually a good card, and the 8 as well. Diamond 3, yeah, because both red hearts and diamond 3s are something positive, and both blacks, clubs and spades are something negative. So the diamond 3 is actually a good one. It is gifts, fountains, spewing, everything is actually good as far as the diamond is concerned. And again, that's the I should have said I'll take a screenshot of the cards, because you can't see the cards. Sorry, should have mentioned that. I will take a picture so you can actually see them. So back to the diamond. That is actually a good card with fountain spewing, like it is about money, monetary value, like you're getting lots of good things is what that 3 of diamonds says. And the 8 of hearts, I've got the 8 of diamonds as well, but 8 of hearts, they're all about conversations with clubs and spades as well, group of people talking, and the hearts is to do with friends, family, relationships. It's called the flirty card, but as far as flirting is concerned, it's just like a group of people, family, friends, having a good conversation, talking about things that is feelings, has to do with your feelings, because the heart is love and good conversations. So then, having said that, I go down to the ace now of clubs, which is actually the lonely card. But all aces are about new beginnings, so this means that there's something beginning. It's a beginning of something, but it's the only club, and clubs are business related, to do with working towards something, or planning something ahead. But the ace here is the lonely card, and it also means a cave, a time to go within and like take a time out and reevaluate your priorities, reevaluate your situation, rethink something. This is why it's a beginning, because it could be like something needs to be changed out, rethought, rethink a situation. A time for personal reflection, yeah. But it's a club. The club is work related, but it's the only club, so it's not about your work situation, but it is about working on something. You have to take a time out, like it's called the cave, to go within and sit down, maybe a meditation or something, and think or reevaluate a situation which means you come out of the cave afterwards, after you've like just taken a day out of time and sat with this problem, and you come back and have maybe got new ideas. Think about, like I say, changing something out, or why is this not working properly? You have thought about it and you have come back to restart anew with new ideas. If there were more clubs, then it could be actually a work-related thing, but because it's the only one and we have more hearts and spades, trying to put a spade in the works, I would think it's more of a personal thing, something that's more not necessarily family related, but private, privately, something that you value because of diamonds. So there I have to go across to the Jack, who is also a spade. He's also a toxic person, a bully, the bringer of bad news. Yeah. So both of these, I quite often get them, the King and the Jack together. Both of these are representing something very negative, bad energy, negative people, because the picture cards, court cards, royals, whatever it is, are supposed to represent people, but sometimes I find that it's not necessarily a person, but it's got a lot of negative energy right now. With the Jack, as I say, the bully, a toxic person wants to mess up your plans, and as I say, the bringer of bad news. There's negative energy in here, but if you can see where the ace is taking us, with the time to maybe rethink this situation, maybe you want to reevaluate something, that means changes, making changes in your life. Like I said, come back with new ideas, but not necessarily in the workplace. It's more personal, I think, because then, having said that, I'll go on to the Queen of Hearts is here. She is just a very helpful person. You should listen to her advice. I don't really like picture cards so much because they imply that they are representing a person, but I mean, now at the bottom I've got the Devil card and it's the 6 of spades. Not the Devil is actually a real person, but other cards, the twos talk about having conversations on your own, as a one-on-one, having a business handshake or something. It's also to do with people. So the Queen here doesn't necessarily mean it's an actual person, but it is hearts. It is again to do with your family, friends, relatives. So she is, like I said, somebody helpful, and that you should listen to her advice. Yeah, good. That tells me that it is definitely within the family. It's something family related, or well, it could be close friends, family, or romantic situations. Can be all three of them. I'm just saying because I don't see there's so much a person in the workplace. I see it more being a private thing, because down here is the diamonds. The 2 diamonds here is about things that you value, and I always like to get it away from monetary value, that it's maybe friendships or something that I see this being very close to your heart, and not work related at all. So then the 8 of diamonds is a gossipy card. Yeah, the 8 of diamonds is the gossipy card. That is again conversations. Up here the Eight of Hearts with conversations, very, very loving, nice conversations with people that are close to your heart. The Diamond here is the gossipy card. Again, diamonds, as I said, has got to do with letters, receiving information, news. There's the bringer of good news with the diamonds. There is the Diamond Queen, is very flirty, very social person, wants to socialize, talking a lot. So the Eight of Diamonds is the gossipy card. That can be getting pulled into idle chit-chatter with people, wanting to gossip over other people, and you think, well, do I really need this information? But again, with the Eight of Hearts is backing that up, that there is going to be conversations, and they're going to be good conversations. They're close to the heart. They are with close friends or family, relatives, and you value this conversations. So the Nine of Diamonds is the holiday. I call it the holiday. A time to take a time out, take a break from everything, a well-earned rest. Yeah, it is time to take a break from everything. Now, along with the Lonely card, which was the Cave, which was to go within and maybe do a meditation or something that takes you out of whatever the situation is, because we have the two spades, the King and the Jack are both negative energy, backstabbers, people, bringers of bad news, people wanting to put a spade in the works. So maybe with the Lonely card and the Nine of Diamonds, the vacation, the holiday, the take a break, a well-earned rest. You deserve this time out, maybe in some way, to see those two kind of together with coming back from the holiday, the time out, the well-earned rest, and having new ideas, changed something out that seemingly hasn't been working because of these two spades here. But to have said all that, ending on the Devil card, that is somebody wanting to tempt you into making bad decisions. Devil, temptation, stuff like that. It is, yeah, just said that already. So that last card as well with me is sometimes like the cliffhanger, where your favorite TV soap ends and you have to tune in next time to see what happens. It's like the cliffhanger, because I see these two being very good actually with your time out and rethinking, reevaluating a situation, maybe coming back fresh with new ideas. But here the Devil, beware of somebody trying to tempt you into making bad decisions. Should have taken something to drink. Applies to these two, the Jack and the King. There's some negativity there in some way. Now, if it is family or this close friends or whatever, there's somebody there who's wanting to put a spade in the works, but this Ace and the Diamond Nine, the holiday, the well-earned rest, you need to take a time out, and then being left with this card saying, just, there's somebody that's just not got your best interests at heart, is more wanting to see you fail or something. And this, beware of somebody trying to tempt you into making bad decisions. A bad decision is only after you have done it. You realize that wasn't a good idea. So nobody actually makes you do the bad decision. But it's called the Devil card, so I see that somebody, and I'm sure that it has to do with this Jack and this King, there is somebody there who, yeah, okay, so after you've taken this time out, you've been in the cave, you've come back with fresh ideas and stuff like that, that there's still somebody there with, he's not really on your side. That would rather be wishing you would fall on your face. As I said, it's not a work area. It's not really a work area. It's something that you're working on, that you're planning with family, friends, or whatever. It is something of value, very much of value, close to your heart. But the spades are bringing in some kind of negative energy. Okay. So let me explain the party trick. I call it a party trick because this whole cartomancy thing, when I got into that, somebody said with regular playing cards you can do just like something like a yes or no question. If somebody pulls a card and asks a question with red, the answer is yes, and if it's a black, the answer is no. And I just thought that was far too boring with 52 cards and them all having a separate meaning of their own. Maybe I could kind of elaborate a little on the question without actually knowing your question. So how this goes, you think of a question, yes or no question, and I pull a card. That's kind of why I do party tricks. You know, pick a card, any card, and I'll guess what your card is. Yeah. Then, according to the card, of course, the simple black or red is yes or no is already a yes or a no. But regarding the actual card, I will suggest what in which kind of area your question could have been about, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. So let me see what it is. Okay, this happens to me quite often. The King of Spades was already in the reading, which is very negative, very negative. The criminal, I don't even want to do this reading. Of course it's a no, which might be a good thing, because I don't know what you asked. No, definitely not. I know, I don't even have to look at my notes. He's a criminal, he's untrustworthy, he is obviously somebody wanting to put a spade in the works, and very negative. Now there's 4 suits, so there's 3 other kings, and they're all positive. With the club, he's very business-minded, fatherly figure, somebody you would go to, you would turn to for advice. This is what the kings and the queens are. They're like motherly, fatherly figures, older, wiser people there to help. And the hearts are obviously also somebody who is got your best interest at heart. You should listen to her advice, stuff like that. Only in the spade is this the negative. They go against the grain. They're a parasite. They want something to go wrong. So with this card, he's the criminal. He's the the female is the Black Widow, the wicked stepmother. So he's kind of the wicked stepfather. So in other picture cards, I would suggest that maybe the card is saying this is somebody you should go to talk to for advice over your Christian. That's what I would say. Of course, I'm not suggesting that you should ask this criminal person for advice. I would like to think that you don't have any evil criminal friends in your close friendships. So there again, then I would say there's something negative. There's negative energy. This question was definitely about something not so pleasant. Then again, of course, because it's black, it is definitely saying don't do it. So no. And I have said before in other readings, no is not necessarily always the word we don't want to hear. Sometimes questions can be formulated that it's actually a good thing to say no, don't do that. This is not a good idea. Because like with kids, if you keep telling them they can do anything they want, then they'll ask or want to do something silly that's not good for them, maybe in a harmful way or something. You shouldn't be, interfering with the cooker or something like that. You're going to get hurt. But here in this, because of the meaning of the card as well, this is what I'm getting at. The fact that it's a no, it could actually be a good thing because this is a question. But I feel your Christian has I would even say I think you knew that your question should be a no, because you formulated some kind of a question that is definitely built around something what you want to say criminal, formulated around about something that has very negative. I even to say it was like a trick. It was like if it turned out to be a yes, you would say that's a bunch of bullshit. I would never do that. So because he's the criminal, he is a backstabber, he's untrustworthy. So the question to answer a question and pull this card is no, don't do this. This is illegal what you were asking, something like that. I've got this feeling like you wanted to just try and trick me and see if the cards would say yes, go ahead, wonderful idea. This is saying no, and there's so much so that there is very much negativity on this question. Being untrustworthy, stealing or something that's not a good thing to do in the first place, and that you know that damn well. Okay, so that's how I interpret this King of Spades. So having said that, what I do now is I would like you very much so to leave a comment and say if I have hit the question on the head, if this was a good answer to your question, or on the other side, of course, no. Perfectly fine. And for the other thing, to actually say what the question was, to maybe clarify why you would get a King of Spades as an answer. And that's of course totally up to you if you want to actually say what your question was. And otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in, and I look forward to you tuning in again next time.